How's it going, everybody? It's Kevin through Rob, and today we have a very special brand new series I'm bringing to the channel called The Report Card. So we're going to be taking a look at some different stock cars in the report card and giving them a grade, letter value based on how we feel about different aspects of the car. So thank you guys for joining in. I hope you enjoyed this 2013 Genesis 2.0 Turbo. Thank you. Alright guys, how's it going YouTube? This is Cammy 3 Valve. You're good to drive, by the way. I just put you in stick. Alright, so this is the new series called The Report Card. So basically I'm going to try to do a bunch of stock cars or whatever. So today we're in my cousin's Genesis and it's a 2.0 Turbo, and what year is it?
2013.
2013. So we did a little cinematic videos, as you saw probably before we actually did. Basically with the report card, it's going to basically be a series where I ride along with the person who owns the vehicle and give you guys an honest response to what I think the car holds in value as far as a report card. So I'm going to give it a letter value basically on what I think the car deserves. So basically we're going to go over just a couple categories. We're just going to do three. It's going to be drivability, style, and then the third one will be basically we're just going to talk about the car itself as the third one and an all-around grade, so an overall grade. So style, drivability, and overall grade. So for one, we're going to talk about the drivability of the car, and obviously I'll let the owner talk a little bit about that as well. So how do you feel the drivability? Now it doesn't have to be technical or anything, but just as far as driving the car, how does it feel? Is it smoother than your other car? You know, how does it compare? So he had a V6 Mustang, so it was a 2004. So now he's in a 2013 Genesis that's a 2.0 Turbo and it's an automatic. So we're going to talk about drivability. So how's the drivability?
I mean, drivability wise, it's pretty sound. I mean, there's not really like anything wrong with it. I mean,
obviously yes, it's a mechanically sound car. Is it a smooth car?
Yeah, I mean,
smooth car.
It drives super smooth.
As far as I could tell with the way I drove it previously, I've drove a couple Genesis in my day, and as far as the 2013 Turbo goes, it's actually a pretty quick car. I mean, obviously, if we're moving into kind of the tuner world of things, we're not talking about muscle specifically like most of my pages, but we're talking about the tuner world. We're going to give the drivability on this one. I'm going to give it an A-. I like the car. I like how quick it is. It's not the fastest thing in the world, but obviously it's a little 2.0 Turbo, and it has some, you know, potential with supporting mods. Obviously, this car is stock, so this report card is basically going to be done to kind of show anybody that's looking to purchase a Genesis. So the 2.0 Turbo here, the 2013, is a great first, I think, car to get into, obviously, if you're younger, or even if you want to, you know, modify a car that's a smooth car. It's a very smooth turbo car, being stock as it is, and I think it could be actually a potentially decently quick car as far as actually, you know, talking about a turbo automatic, you know. So for drivability, we're going to give it an A-. So for the style of the car, as far as it comes from the factory, my style, I like the red. The red is one of my favorite colors. You can't beat the race red color. I don't know exactly what the color is actually called, but
someone starts with a T. I know that.
Yeah, so basically it is a very, as you saw from the videos prior with the cinematic, it's a very nicely colored car. It's very solid as far as color goes. We like the style. The stock wheels are nice, but they're not great, but you know, obviously it's a stock car, so it's just going to come whatever stock. But as far as the car goes, the interior is really smooth, and we could do kind of a little just ask of what's going on here in the interior. Like I said, definitely a gorgeous interior for the car. So as far as style goes, I mean, as far as I'm gonna say, I will go with an A- as well. I like the car, the way it comes to the factory, it looks. It's one of the few sports cars I actually enjoy looking at as far as anything besides Mustangs. I really enjoy this car. I think it's a great first starter car for anybody trying to get into the, you know, a lot of cars, and that's obviously what he's done. I'm very proud of him. He's my younger cousin. and he's made his first he's not supercar purchase, but there he goes. So anyway, you know, it was a great first car purchase, you know, for sports car is what I meant to say. So it's very nice. I'm very happy to see him get into a car. And so we're gonna go with, what do you think of style? What would you give it as a grade?
I honestly really like the front of it. The front end is just gorgeous.
I like the headlights, they look really nice. A lot of potential there in the front end too. The badges and everything, it's really clean. It's actually a really solidly clean car. So for overall, well, no, sorry, not overall, but A- for both style and drivability. And then we're actually gonna add a fourth little segment here. Obviously is the price of the car, which should have been included in the original, but let's talk about just the price wise. You know, what do these usually run for, you know, this generation?
So like around the 13s, like the newer, the VK2s, from what I saw looking for mine, it was anywhere from around 10.5 to all the way up to 16,000.
And these are low mile versions of the car, so you know, as far as price goes, that's a pretty good starting point there. We're gonna give that just a solid A, not an A-. We're gonna give that one an A. You think that's about fair, right? It's a decent price, you know, if you're looking for a sports car that's not gonna break the bank, but is also pretty stylish as well, luxury style. So thank you guys for tuning in. So this is going to replace this as the fourth segment. So then overall, we're still, you know, we're going to still stick with that A- overall. So we got price, drivability, and style, and then the overall, like we said, is an A- still. So thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed this new style of videos. I'm going to try it out with a couple different cars, but I hope you guys like it. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate it.